Hi everybody, welcome to another week of learning. We have really missed you. This week we're going to read Bear Snores On. Now before I start the story, I hope you have your favorite stuffed animal. If not, go find one right now, but make sure you push pause first so you don't miss the story. Bear Snores On is a fictional story, that means fake, about a bear that is sleeping and you can see all of his friends around him. And I have my bear here too. We're going to see if he can help me read the story. This book is by Carmel Wilson. She's the author. That means she wrote the story. And Jane Chapman drew the pictures. That means she's the illustrator. All right, so I hope you have your favorite stuffed animal to cuddle up with. If it's a bear, if it's a cat, it doesn't matter. In a cave in the woods, in his deep dark lair, through the long cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear. You guys see him sleeping in there? Kind of looks like this guy right here. An itty-bitty mouse, pitter-pat, tip-toe, creep crawls in the cave from the fluff cold snow. He didn't want to be in that snow anymore. It was too cold out there. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dank, too dark. So he lights wee twigs with a small, hot spark. Oh, we have to have it opened up nice and big for this page. The coals pip, pop, and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. Look at that great big bear snoring away. Nobody's going to bother him. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare hops in. A hare is another name for a bunny. "Ho, Mouse," said the hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. I don't think any of you drink black tea, but you might eat some popcorn. Oh, I gotta open up the book big again. Mouse sips wee slurps, hare burps big burps, but the bear snores on. A badger scuttles by, sniffs, snuffs at the air. "I smell yummy yums, perhaps we can share." See the badger? Everybody's trying to get out of the snow. "I've brought honey nuts," badger says with a grin. "Let's divvy them up, cozy down, and dig in." This is a very big book. And they nibble and they munch with a chew, chomp, crunch. But the bear snores on. You can help me say that part at home too. A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor, then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. There's the gopher. There's the mole, there's the raven. Mole mutters, "What a night, what a storm," twitters wren. And everybody clutters in the great bear den. And the bear has no clue they're even there. They tweet and they twitter, they chat and they chitter, but the bear, help me out, snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Everybody's having fun without him. He's way in the back sleeping, and they're all dancing and partying around him. Hare stokes the fire, Mouse seasons the stew, then a small pepper fleck makes the bear. What happens when you get pepper in your nose? Achoo! He blows and he sneezes and the whole crowd freezes. I think they're scared because they're in his house and they don't know what he's going to do. And the bear wakes up, he gnarls and he snarls, bear roars and he rumbles, bear jumps and he stomps, bear growls and he grumbles. I guess this must be a good book because my son just walked out to listen to it. You've snuck in my lair and you've had all the fun, but me, I was sleeping, and I have had none. And he whimpers, and he moans, and he wails, and he groans, and the bear blubbers on. Blubber means to cry, so he's not mad. He is sad. And it must be really good, because my daughter just came to listen now. Mouse squeaks. Don't fret, don't fuss, look, see. We can pop more corn. We can brew more tea. Oh, I gotta open up the book wide again. Bear gulps, bear gobbles, he sighs with delight. Then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, bear can't sleep. But his friends snore on. They were too tired from partying all night, and now they're sleeping. But at least Bear has some friends to be with right now. So now what I need you to do is get your pencil and your paper and have your mom or dad or big brother or sister help you. You are going to try to write down and remember all the characters that you heard in this book. And if you need a little help, Mom and Dad will help you. All right, see you next week.